guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, I'm sorry about that, and today I'm here because I posted on Instagram and I asked you guys if you had any random questions about birds, and some people responded, mostly my family and my uncles, but still, it's questions, so I'm going to answer them, so let's get right into it. Alright, so question number 1 is for my grandma. She's asking, what is my favorite bird? I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this. It's a meadowlark, the state bird of Wyoming, a western meadowlark. Western and eastern meadowlarks are almost exactly the same, but they kind of are distinguished by range. So obviously the eastern meadowlark lives in the east and the western meadowlark lives in the west. Question number 2, do all birds molt? The answer to that is yes. Birds molt because they have feathers and they need to replace them yearly or every once in a while, because if a feather is damaged or broken it can't heal itself, so they have to drop the whole feather. So molting may vary between species, like hawks and other raptors. They molt only once a year, whereas songbirds and other types of birds may molt several times a year. Here's another question. Are there cannibalistic birds? Well, the answer to that is yes, but it's mostly in chickens or like ground-dwelling fowl. Chickens, for example, if they have a pecking order, I'm sure you've heard that phrase before, but pecking order is basically all the chickens gang up on the weakest chicken and they just kind of kill it. So they just peck at it until it bleeds and then they'll most likely eat it. So yeah, there is cannibalism in birds. Question number 4 is asking, why did flightless birds become flightless? Well, the answer is just simply because they had no predators where they lived. Like, the lack of predators means that they didn't have to fly away or get away as often. So they didn't really need to develop or evolve wings. So take the dodo bird, for example. They went extinct because humans went on their island and the dodo birds would just go up to the humans, so the humans could just catch them and cook them really easily. Dodo birds couldn't fly because there were no predators where they lived, so they didn't need to fly. Question number 5 is asking, what is the heaviest weight a bird has ever carried while flying? It's not surprising that big birds can carry big weights, because golden eagles, for example, can actually hunt wolves. But actually, the heaviest weight an eagle has ever carried was a 15-pound mule deer by a bald eagle. Most eagles can carry pretty heavy weights. Like harpy eagles, they eat sloths, so they have to carry the sloths, and then Philippine eagles eat monkeys, so they carry the monkeys. The next question is asking, how do birds fly? Well, birds have wings and feathers, so that helps with the lift. So they have a special feather called an alula, and that controls how much air can flow over the wing and how they can fly better. Basically, the air on a bird's wing flows over the wing and under the wing, and if there's more air under the wing, the bird gets lifted up. There were actually birds at one time that could not fly on their own. They had to take off with wind currents, and I think there's a few species of birds that still do that now. Birds who don't fly, they still have wings, but they act more like paddles. So penguins, for example, they can swim underwater really well because their wings are really strong and they can paddle underwater. They can actually go really fast underwater too. Who would win in a fight, a robin with a machine gun or a bald eagle with a flamethrower? Well, actually this one's kind of tough, because if a robin had a machine gun that was big enough for the robin, robins are like this big, so the machine gun would be proportionate to the size of their body, which the bullets wouldn't be very big. But then again, the bullets would do a lot of damage if it's a machine gun, but the eagle would be really big, so the flamethrower would be bigger, and to kind of barbecue the little robin. If you think about size, the eagle is really big, so it'd be an easy target for the machine gun with the little robin, and robins are kind of fast flyers because they're tiny. They'd be hard to hit with the flamethrowers. I don't know. Might be the robin that wins. I'm just going to call it a tie on this one. Alright, the last question is, are birds monogamous? Well, not all birds are monogamous, which means having one mate for life or one mate per season, but some birds are. For example, swans and some raptors are monogamous, but not all of them. Well, that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later. Are birds monogamous? Well, so I'm having monogamous. Are birds monogamous? Ah! Are birds monogamous?